Namaste. Today I will speak on governance of higher education institutions. We all know NEP 2020 talks about holistic development of educational institutions. How holistic development of educational institutions will happen? It depends upon the quality of teachers, the quality of infrastructure, the quality of leaders, the quality of academic as well as administrative leadership, and the environment. The quality of textbooks which are available, the quality of projects we are talking about, and at the same time, how we are looking at education. Education, actually, it's so simple. It is a human making process, how to make a man a perfect human being, how an educated person should work with the development of the nation, how the development of a nation is connected with education, how education and its peripherals like textbooks, teachers, classroom deliberations, the quality of students, the quality of library, the quality of ICT which are available, the quality of sports infrastructure, yoga culture, music art, the science, the laboratories, how they are connected with the development. Yes, they are connected with the development because development is not only money, development is not only construction of building, construction of roads, construction of dams, or making something that we are very rich, we are affluent, we are good. Development of a nation is development of human being. Development of human being depends upon the development of education, the quality of education, the quality of teachers, the quality of textbooks which they are speaking about. Whether our textbooks are speaking about 60% of our population who are living even today in villages, the water bodies, the lakes, the pokers, the trees, the agriculture activities, the quality of farmers, their health, their food habits are all related to the development of the nation. The nation itself is identified with the people, identified with the students, identified with the healthy women folk. How a state, how a nation is caring old age people, how a nation is caring about transgenders, the old age people, how are being treated by a nation, how transgenders are playing an important role in the development of a nation. The leadership, academic leadership as well as administrative leadership has to talk about the untouched domains of the educational system. Education is not making money. Education is not making only technology. Education is not making only furnitures or buildings. Education is making all. Education is distribution of food, equal food system to everybody, distribution of education to everybody, distribution of health care to everybody. Who is uncared, untouched, has to come into the fold of education. It's only possible from a great academic leadership. How we can build an educational institution? It's very easy. We can build educational institution with the help of our own heart. Then only head, then only the knowledge, then only it will come the rules of principles of administration. As Gandhiji once said, a leader should be supported by his own heart, supported by the ethos of his own society, the values of his own country, how the Indian values, Indian ethos are always kindful towards the have-nots. How it is possible? It is only possible these things should be laudable in our textbooks. Our textbook should be in our mother tongue. I am in the firm opinion of that. Pre-primary education to university education should be in our own mother tongue, should be in our own national language. And then only we will make wonders in education as well as in research, because the technology, the science doesn't have any language. That we linguist people, the language people will make science, will make mathematics, will make chemistry, will make physics in our own language. Then we can make it translated into other world class languages, because the original thinking, the original thought process will be in our mother tongue only. So, we need to focus on mother tongue education. We need to focus on mother tongue classroom debate. We need to focus on mother tongue research in our own mother tongue. The world class research institutions, they are making research in their own mother tongue, for example, China. So then we should come from our own silos. We should come up from our silos that we should make, because English, yes, we need English, but English is not everything. English is not mathematics. English is not science. English is not music. English is not yoga. Yoga is yoga. To learn yoga, we need not to know any language. We should be able to know the yoga. To prepare a food, Indian culinary art is not English or is not any language. It is an art. It is a skill. It is carpentry. It is yoga. It is music. It is tabla. We need to learn that skill. The training of our own students, the training of our colleagues has to take very seriously about mother tongue education, mother tongue training, mother tongue research, and mother tongue conversations in classroom and debates in public debates also. Because through mother tongue, we can make wonders. Our students of our nation, we're all struggling to learn English. We are struggling with a foreign language. We are struggling with a language where its roots are not enrooted in our culture. Then our culture is enrooted in our mother tongue. So we should understand, thanks to NEP 2020, thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, they are talking about mother tongue education. Our Indian scientists now they are focusing on research in mother tongue education. So mother tongue education, classroom debates, and a leader who is talking about education development, nation development, institutional development, that conversation must be in mother tongue only. Then only our stakeholders will come to know the cent percent zeal. They will come to know the essence of our conversation. The essence, what I would like to convey a message to my colleagues, it's only possible in mother tongue. It's only possible in our own language. A leader should understand the legacy of our Indian languages. A academic leader should know the legacy of our heritage of our Indianism, Bharatiyata. How Bharat is great, how Bharat was rich, how Bharat is scientific, how Bharat is hardworking, how the women folk is hardworking. The revolutions, the white revolutions, the white flood revolutions, the green revolutions, or production revolutions, they are all possible only because of women folk. It is only possible because of the people from the rural background, the people from tribal background, the people from slum background, the people from hard zone areas or hard working people. How tribal students are very good in sports. Why they are very good in sports? It need not to be researched because it's open, because they have been trained by the mother nature to be hard. They have been trained by the habitat, by their own jungle, that they have to be strong to live. Now education, now the nation should utilize the DNA of tribes to make a sports university in the country, dedicated sports university in the country, so that we should be able to give a message to the world. One can make their future even in sports, even in wrestling, even in running, even in high jump, even in long jump, even in tabla, even in harmonium, even in yoga, even in Indian culinary art, even in singing, one can make wonders. Yes, we need to know technology, we need to know medicine, we need to know nanotechnology. Before that, we need to know Indian music, we need to know tribal medicinal system, we need to know the knowledge system of our own mothers and sisters and nanimas and dadimas. Educational institutions and their leaders have to understand Bharat, have to understand our nation through its roots. How rainwater system has been a technology in our own country. A person who is a farmer, who is a very small land holdings, but he knows rainwater harvestment, and how they know how to preserve the forest, preserve the food, preserve the wealth, preserve the natural resources. These things should come into educational system, should enter into textbook, should be part of our classroom deliberations to make our education, to make our classroom deliberations vital, make very vibrant. It's only possible if we teachers are ready to learn more skills, more education, more subjects, and more dimensions of education, because language is most important. Indian languages are most important languages, but at the same time, we should be able to make a bridge between Indian languages. How translation plays an important role to make a bridge between these languages. And I would like to assure you all, even the great administrators of the best institutions of the nation, that industry is going to grow a big industry, bigger than any industry now. So how we are ready to make the students, how we are ready to make our human resource to take up this job opportunities. We have to think about the World Economic Forum, which is talking about new skills of the world. Within 10 years, how new skills are coming. After 20 years, how new skills are coming, and jobs are vanishing. By end of another 20 years, World Economic Forum, according to its survey, says that 9 crore jobs are vanishing. In their place, machines will be available to serve the humankind. Now our education leaders should think how we can make a future out of this crisis. Crisis always create futures. Crisis always create opportunities. We educators, we leaders have to be ready to train ourselves. At the same time, we have to be ready to train our own teachers, to train our teachers in modern technology, to train our teachers in modern skills, to train our teachers in new domains where opportunities are, endless. Opportunities are seamless. It's only possible if the vision of a academic leader are very clear. If he is visionary, if he can see the future, how it is changing, how technology is going to change, how textbooks are going to change, how the psychology of parents, how the society is going to be changed, how the psychology of the society is going to change, what are the necessaries, what are the demands of our industries, and how their demands will be changing within 5 years, how they are going to change in 10 years, and how the academia, how our textbook, how our research are preparing themselves. It is the lookout of a academic administrator. Academic administrators, we should be always ready to learn. We should be ready to learn the success stories of our neighborhood, the success stories of our habitat. Examples should not be given from foreign countries. Examples should not be taken from American countries. We should be able to produce success stories out of our neighborhood, out of our villages, how a villager has made wonders by growing tomato, by growing mangoes, Alfonso, how lime grower made pickle industry. These small interventions of the society will have a great impact on the students as well as teachers. So we teachers, we administrators should be able to always vigilant towards our habitat skills and neighborhood success stories. So we need to train ourselves in our mother tongue. We need to train our mindset to be always ready to learn, ready to open, ready to accept the hardcore truths of the future, the needs of the industry, the needs of the society, how society is going to change, how internet is making business. Only through internet, transport companies, how they are making business. Only with the help of internet, how other companies, business companies are making shelter to people. Without having a hotel, without having a home, without having a space, how business avenues have been abundantly made available. It's only possible if we are able to make the internet as part of our business, as part of our education, as part of our administration. We need to know the importance of Wi-Fi. We need to know the strength of our own students, the strength of our seamless strengths of our own teachers, and the parents who are now talking about only engineering education, only talking about only medical education. We need to train them. We need to convince them. Music is also equally important than medicine or engineering. And sports also equally important, because sports keep us fit as well as our heart and head. And now the government of India, now the world is going to make a future even in sports. It's only possible if administrators are always able to research on the neighborhood skills and neighborhood whereabouts. And at the same time, we have to keep an eye on the changing moods of our institutions, changing moods of our own teachers, changing moods of our own textbooks, changing moods of our society, changing moods of our catering industries, service industries, changing moods of our computers, changing moods of our laptops and mobiles, and at the same time, changing moods of our birds of our campus, changing moods of our flowers, changing moods of our green leaves. If an administrator, an academic administrator is vigilant, ready to learn, and ready to be practical, more practical, ready to think the future, and he or she will be very much successful, because through the opportunistic view, through a vision that going to make wonders in the future, it's possible to make today only, create today only tomorrow's opportunities. It is only possible through a visionary leader. My friends, we all know, world is changing, time is changing, the rainy seasons are changing, the sunlight, the moonlight, the trees, the flowering, the fruitery are changing, food habits are changing, living habits are changing. But we need to be strong with the Indian ethos of our own society. We need to understand the concept of Rama, the concept of Dharmaraj, the concept of yoga, that do well and you will get the well. Do good things, you will get good things. Do always, follow always the best things. Don't follow crossroads. Don't go for making money very fastly. If I do as a academic leader, if I follow these things, my teachers will follow, my deans will follow, my head of the departments will follow, my young teachers will follow, and students also will follow. My dear friends, we must understand, my words will not be trusted by the society. My words will not be, my preaching will not be trusted by my core, trusted by my colleagues, will not be trusted by my students. My activities, my doing will be seen and followed by my friends and my society, as well as even my own children. So the great poet Kabir Das said, Kathini and Karni must be one. The words and the doing must be one. My friends, let us believe the philosophy of India. Let us believe the great sayings by the great saint Vivekananda, that education is to make the poorer happy. Education is to give food, shelter to the people who doesn't have. It's only possible if we are able to give a quality education to our young generation, then they will be able to give the best education to their futuristic students and to their children. So let us, with the help of NEP 2020, with the help of National Curriculum Framework, with the help of our own ethos, our own myths, and more a charity of our nation, as Gandhiji once said, knowledge and hand should go together. Then only we can make wonders in India. Then only we will be able to make India a great futuristic India. My friends, education should be able to make the student to do something. He or she who got educated in our institution should be ready to make with their hands one or the other thing. Because preaching is not only education, preaching is a small part of education. Doing is also a big domain of education. So, Kathini and Karni should go together. At the same time, knowledge and hands should work together. This is the essence of our education. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.